Hello, as indicated, this is a React programming series from ground up. As I envision it, I shall touch on majority of concepts, be it simple or complex concepts, and elaborate on them as needed. The intention is to have thorough coverage, avoiding oversimplification. The goal is to have a programmer get up to speed with React in minimum amount of time. With this, let's get started. So web fundamentals. In a web, we have three parts, the HTML, the JavaScript, and CSS. Primarily, these are the three things which are serving the web pages on a browser or web apps, and they are what is also referred to as web programming. There are multiple frameworks which are available for web programming, and one of them is React, as we will see going further. These pages can be supported by some static resources, which can be images, audio, video, etc. And it can also be supported by your database. The first thing which we are going to see is the HTML, which is hypertext markup language. And it's not a programming language, it is a set of attributes and tags which define the structure of what is being represented on the web browser. Let's see it with an example. HTML is a markup language. Let's write a very simple hello world HTML. I'm using VI. So let's say VI simple.html. And like I said, there are tags. So this is this, and you have to put them in pairs. So you would be having HTML and a pair of HTML closing tag. Closing is represented by a forward slash. H1 is header 1. So if I put header 1 and hello world, this is a very basic HTML which we can see. Okay, and if I will save it, you can write it in Notepad, whatever is your preferred editor. So this is what I wrote now. So this is what I wrote. I'll quickly open it in a web browser and I'll show you. So this is the HTML which I had written, and you can, if you view the source, you can do a inspect or you can do a view page source. If you do a view page source, you will be able to see the source, and you can also do a inspect and it'll open the developer tools. And this is the source which I had there. There is a H1. The moment I hover here, I would see what element is there. This is the H1 and this is how it is represented. The JavaScript is a programming language for web development and it's a scripting language. Let's see it with some examples. Let's see JavaScript now. You can open the developer tools by doing an inspect, right click and doing an inspect. Otherwise, what you can do is you can click on these three dots. You can go to main more tools and you can open the developer tools. And this is what the developer tools are. I will clear it here, and post clearing I'll show you some demos of the JavaScript. So you can have alert, whatever message you want to show at as a dialog, you can put it here. So you can see this dialog has come. You can have variables defined. For example, I can say, let me copy paste for the ease of having it quickly. So I defined these three variables. Okay, now if I this is the way you can define variables. Consts are something which you can't change. If you want to do some basic arithmetic, let me put some new variables here. I will put these two. And then if I say a plus b, so a plus b would be 15, correct? Similarly, I can have a console.log to output these two things. I can, so for this a plus b, I got 15 and a minus b, I got 5. Okay, and comments, you can have these forward slashes to have the comments. Now, to create a function, you can create a function also. All these samples I'll put in the Git, and I'll share you the location of the Git on the chat, on the description. And if I say greet somebody's name, I should be able to see that hello John. This is a function which we wrote. Greet, the parameter is name, and the same thing is being printed here. Now the other thing is the conditions. For conditions, what we can do, I'll quickly show you. So I clear this. So we have defined a variable called age. Age is 18. If age is greater than 18, greater than or equal to, you are adult. Otherwise, you are not an adult. So in this case, what should be printed? Because it is 18, which comes under this condition, it will print the first statement, which is you are an adult. So, so that's what we saw. So this is condition. Then there are loops which are there. So let me give you a demo of the loop also. So what would happen here is I is a variable which we defined, which starts from 0 and it goes till it is less than 0. So and at every step what happens, I is incremented by 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 till 4, because till I is less than 5. And we just print those things. I equal to 1, I is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So those values are being printed here. Then there could be a while loop also. So let's quickly see while loop. So what shall happen here? While I is less than 5. So same the previous for loop, we are having the same kind of output, but with a while loop. So while I is less than 5, we are incrementing I by 1. First we are printing the log and then incrementing. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 should be printed. So that's what we are able to see here. Okay, so this would be there in the Git also, and I'll share it. Cascading style sheet is used to define the visual appearance of web pages. So it will define how it looks, the colors, fonts, and other design elements. We have selectors, and these selectors are used in cascading style sheets to put different styles for different elements in the web page. Let's see them with some examples. So this is another HTML5, which we shall quickly see how CSS style sheet is written and how you can have a inline JavaScript. So JavaScript can be inline, or you can place it in some file and use the file. So we'll quickly see what is being done here. So let's start with the HTML first. So we have a HTML, start of HTML, we have a header, title is this. Then we have a CSS here, and the selector which we just discussed, the selector hash box, it indicates that wherever the HTML elements ID is box, then make the width as 200 pixel, height as 200 pixel, background color as light blue, and cursor as pointer. So that's what should happen for the ID element box. So now let's see what is in the body. In the body we have a div box. Okay, and that's the only thing which we are having in the body. Other thing which we have is the script. And in the script, what happens is you get the element by ID. You get this element because ID is box. And then on the box, you put a event. This event is like on the click. What should happen in on the click? You are picking the colors from this array, and then you are selecting the next color. So this as the color index goes from 0 till whatever number, it increases by 1. Okay, how it increases is because it is taking a modulus of the color index and divided by the total length. So this shall become 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again start with 0. So like that it will happen. And if I show you it in a browser, so this is the thing, light blue represented first. And if I click, the JavaScript is coming in picture and it is changing the color. So this is how JavaScript, CSS, and HTML works. It's a very basic thing, but I have placed some examples on the Git. You can refer to some of the other examples also. Thank you.